up, and then you just wait for the band to go on, and showtime happens, and it's amazing. And then you're exhausted afterwards, and you walk back to either get a spot in line for the next show. Uh, if you do back-to-back shows, that's always rough on you, because then you have to like get out of the show, get a number for the next show, go back to your hotel room, sleep, and then you're up at 5 o'clock the next morning to go back to the Sphere for the line for the next night's
Whoa.
show. So it's a yeah, it can be exhausting, especially doing back-to-back
That's
shows.
some dedication right there, though.
Yeah. The worst is back-to-back shows in different cities. I've done that before. We had a U2 fan amazing race from Phoenix to San Diego, where there's 4 cars. After the Phoenix show ended, we all get in our cars and we're all driving to San Diego so that we can get a good spot in line for the San Diego show. And there's 4 cars, and each car has 4 to 5 fans, and we're all like kind of racing each other. My car, I was with my friends Nate, Naomi, and Nick, and we were the last ones to leave because we stopped to get something to eat because we were all kind of tired, exhausted, hungry, and we just needed a little break before we hit the road. And then we ended up hitting the road. Nate and Nick took turns driving. It was Nate's car. My friend Naomi and I are sleeping in the back seat. When Nick takes over to drive, he decides, well, we need to catch up to the other fans, the other 3 cars. We're the last ones. And so he starts speeding a lot. He goes like 110
Whoa.
miles an hour down. I think it was I-10. And he gets pulled over, of course, by Border Patrol. And they ask him, is everybody in the car a U.S. citizen? And Nick lies and says yes, even though Naomi is a Canadian citizen technically. But the cop, doesn't pry any farther, and he asks, why are you going so fast? And Nick explains to him, well, we're trying to get a good spot for the U2 line in San Diego. And the cop just like looks at him, and I'm like half asleep. The cop just like looks at him and just says, drive slower, and lets us go on our way. And we were like the second car to get there. We had passed 2 other cars. There was a car that got there ahead of us, but we passed 2 other cars on our way there. So we were the second group of people to make it there in San Diego. I think it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Um, ended up being like number like 40 for that show. So yeah, it was
That's
it was a
nuts.
trip.
That is nuts.